Okay, so what's up, guys? So I just thought I'd put a video out here real quick. It's been a very interesting couple of months here. Um, just having some medical issues here, and I made this video to talk about. So just for those that don't know, I was recently diagnosed with cancer, but it's not I'm not afraid of cancer. Cancer doesn't scare me anymore. In fact, I worked in radiation therapy 20 years ago, 21 years ago. And I can remember telling a patient that one day cancer will no longer be a death sentence. And today that's a reality. This is not a death sentence. This is just going to be a lot of medical follow-up. And some discomfort and side effects and reactions to the drugs that they give you. But I'm wise enough to monitor the drugs that they're giving me and determine whether I'm going to take them or not. Obviously, the antibiotics to fight down infection are something that you have to take. But the pain medications with all of their side effects, you can find alternatives for that. But anyhow, I made this video for myself and just to document my medical record, and I figured I'm going to go ahead and just share it out to the rest of you, the world. And here you go. Okay, so this video is a personal video for health reasons, just to document my health. March 18th, 2021. So probably about this time a month ago, and around February, I had a sudden onset of left flank pain, which I really didn't know what it was, what was going on, whether it was diverticulous. My bowels had really been aggravated, and anyhow, I was in excruciating pain, 3 o'clock in the morning. In fact, I tried to get a ride into the ER, but chose to just wait until the morning, and the following morning the pain had kind of subsided. So, but anyhow, I wasn't quite sure what was going on, whether it was just gas, whether it was potentially, problems with my bowel, diverticulitis, or potentially a kidney stone. And after battling it for probably about a week of it not going away, and then the pain kind of just started to intensify, I decided to head into Mayo Clinic in Phoenix, and we performed, some labs and a CAT scan, and the CAT scan demonstrated a 7mm kidney stone in the proximal ureter, left ureter. Because of the size of the kidney stone, I was referred to urology to schedule surgery, to attempt to do laser to bust up the kidney stone and do a retrieval via ureteroscopy. Upon the procedure, there was an incidental finding of a cancer tumor my bladder. Has 2 pretty significant diverticulum, one on the left and one on the right. The one on the left being more superior than the one on the right. And I believe it was this left diverticulum where they identified the cancer. They did a resection of the tumor and sent it off to pathology, and it returned back as a non-invasive papillary urothelial carcinoma. So the next steps, they could not get to the kidney stone, so a stent was placed, and a catheter placed after the bladder surgery. The next steps in terms of the tumor are, I met with Dr. Tyson, and we are going to do a very interested to participate in a trial study where they use the immunotherapy in conjunction with another immunotherapy drug. This is just, based on the staging here and the type of cancer, this, it's not a scary thing. It hasn't metastasized to the body or anything like that. It's contained in the bladder. Anyhow, it's not a scary tumor. It's not like a T1 or T2 or T3 or we get to the nodes and then metastasis. So that's how they mark tumors. It's a T, N, M, and those numbers determines how bad your cancer is, really. Stage 4 obviously is terminal. And anyhow, it's a TA for me. It's not even a T, which is essentially a T0. The tumor is 0. It's just some cells in the bladder. The scary thing, however, though, is that those cells reproduce and grow very fastly. So the chances of this cancer coming back is pretty high. So the procedures are a lot of following, a lot of return visits to the hospital for the treatments, and it's interesting if insurance would cover these treatments. Lucky for me, if I am allowed to participate in this study, the medication, the BCG, and the other medication will be given by Merck for the study. So anyhow, this is all that really, pretty much what it means to me, or what it means for me is, I just have to get reacquainted with my medical team, and we'll be spending a lot of time in the hospital just for these outpatient procedures. And of course, there are the considerations for side effects and reactions to the actual treatment itself. But other than that, come on, man. This is a kick. Anybody tells you have a carcinogenic tumor, it's a kick in the balls or the genitalia, period. But thank God, thank God for this kidney stone. This kidney stone probably saved me, and we were able to identify this. Now, it's just a matter of doing what is necessary to maintain my health. And yeah, mentally it's a little bit of a roller coaster, but the key to any situation is to remain in the moment. The power is in the now. And when, we only have this moment, why spend it? Sometimes you don't have a choice. Sometimes you're sad, sometimes you're upset, sometimes you're angry. These are emotions, these are feelings. We were gifted them. That's part of the human experience, is these feelings. But anyhow, for the most part, you just have to try to not think about the future, and that's what's hard to do. That's what pulls you away from being in the now. Yeah, it's a punch to the gut, and there's some discomforts and things like that. But most of all, the most important thing that I can do is maintain and manage my health care. Make sure that I am asking questions. Make sure that I'm understanding those questions. And not only that, but paying attention to the drugs that they prescribe based on every patient. Making sure that I look at the side effects of those drugs and determine whether it, in my opinion, is something that will benefit me or not. And medications that clearly state on the side of the box that they are known to cause cancer in the state of California, any state, I don't care if it was Iowa or Michigan, it doesn't matter. But if it says on the box, it is known to cause cancer in this state, What does that mean? Oh, it only causes cancer in that state? Anyhow, I'm not taking it. It was for pain anyhow. I'm not taking it. So, just a little note, get involved in, if you're having health issues, get involved in your health care. Make sure you understand what they're doing. Make sure you know the risks of the things that will outcome from what they're doing. This research study, the risks from the medications are pretty scary, including diabetes, which is damage to the pancreas, and hepatitis, which is, just a yuck. But anyhow, those are the risks, and it's like, well, we take a chance, and we hope that we don't become one of those statistics that get insulin-dependent diabetes or hepatitis. Anyhow, 10 minutes and 20 seconds. Don't worry, I'm a grown man, and if this is time for me to leave this body, then it would be time for me to leave this body. We all will have that day. This is the thing that is not escapable. We're not permanent. We're impermanent. And nobody knows how many breaths we have left, right? So why would you want to be anything but full of joy right now in this moment, right? Anyhow, okay. Thanks so much for this documentation, and peace and love to you, world. Anyhow, listen, I know there are some really, really kind people out there that have the biggest hearts in the world, and I just want to thank you all for your kind words and your prayers and your love, and yeah, man, I appreciate it. Thank you. And listen though, this really, this isn't what the video is just to let you know that this is what happened. I'm gonna be fine, man. This ain't no big deal for me, okay? This is gonna be fine. So if you want to keep the prayers coming, keep them coming, but here's what I want you to do. And you probably already do this, a lot of you. You include multiple people in your prayers. Let's just pray for the world, man. We're all going through this. We're all together going through this. So once again, I'm not looking for sympathy. I'm not looking for money. I just wanted to put this video out to say, hey, this is what's going on in my life. For those subscribers that are still tuned in. And to thank you for your love and your thoughts and your kind words and your prayers, and keep it going. But let's do it for the whole world. Peace and love, you guys.